This be the problem. Don't you see that it's a parable? Y'all, I mean, we be just listening to people just like, and the son returned home. And the other son, and you just be like, if you read it right, I'm about to get a copyright thing on here. I ain't joking. Yours, my hours. I can do this for hours. Sit and talk to you for hours. I wanna give you your flowers. Shrimp and lobster tower. Man, come on, man. Ain't that the song? Oh, it's a whole different song. It's a whole different song. No copyright laws have broken her. Hold on, y'all. So, Instagram. Hopefully I can do this show live. It's still sideways. Okay, that's it right there. Alright, so yeah, the prodigal son. So look, I'm reading it. No, it's a parable. So I'm looking at the prodigal son. And I'm like, this is a parable. So let's first off talk about what a parable is, because you can't, y'all just be, I don't know, I might put this at the bottom of the show. What a parable. That's what the Bible was, like the rest of the Bible, like the rest of the stories, which is parables. So it's like, how did you get all that feeling from what was going on? It's a simple story used to illustrate a moral or spiritual lesson as told in the gospel. So really, yesterday the Catholic priest, he was like, put yourself in the father's situation. Like, that's something else I like about Catholicism. He like identify with this person, and really it's like walking his shoes. So he said identify with the father, the prodigal son, and the older brother. So the story is like it's two brothers, right? And the youngest son come to him and he say, I wanted you to split everything between us half and half now, because I want to take time and I want to have my fortune now, right? So the oldest son, he stay home and he worked with the father, all this different stuff. And the youngest son, he got to see the world, he traveled, and all this different stuff. And they say that he was out with being an adulterer and with prostitutes and stuff like that. Well, I'm a traveler too. Like, it's like every traveler that they have in the Bible, it's like they act like they just like went out and was like doing the most, you know what I'm saying? Just like me, like y'all set it up like I was doing threesomes and I was with this man and I was with that man and he was with her when this happened. And it's like I went into a man's house for a haircut. Y'all made up a whole relationship. I went over to a man's house and had a cup of water and laughed at a porno and y'all made up a whole relationship. It's like I hung out with guys and y'all actually took the time to make up stuff and pass it around. So much so that people believed y'all, then start trying to hunt me down and rape me too. So it's like, are y'all listening to what's going on? So when I'm telling you that the story in the Bible is really about being royal, because y'all feel like it's like some type of attraction to me. Whether I want you attracted to me or not, all this time people have been just attracted to me and I'm just thinking I'm raising my son. So I'm saying, like, if you look at the prodigal son and you look at Mary Magdalene, in both of those stories, y'all actually think that, and I'm telling you, these were enslaved people, so they're not going to tell the truth. They had to actually interpret the Bible for these people. So you look at Mary Magdalene and Prodigal Son and Jesus, and they like, man, they went through so much stuff. But really, they could have been like the best people for you to be with. You understand what I'm talking about? So it's like, when he went to go travel, how did they know he was with prostitutes and this, that, and the other? He could have just felt bad because he lost his money. And that's it. Like, because of what he asked for, maybe he asked for it too early. Maybe he partook in gaining his fortune too early. But why would he be mad about seeing the world or going other places and seeing other things? So when the son came back, he was like, how you know I didn't want a lamb? You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been here this whole time. And it's like, really, I would have just, if I was the oldest son, I would have already cut up the fattest lamb for myself. If that's what I wanted for myself, I would have just went ahead and did it, especially if I'm tending the lamb. And so I think the moral to the story is like kind of messed up how everybody just keep making it like, well, you should welcome him home. You should. Actually, that's what it is. That's what the nuns were saying. It's like, really the moral to the story is just to welcome him home. That's it. Because it don't matter. The money, the fortune, nothing matters. The life that he led is what matters. The person is what matters. And so that was like the first time I heard that, because everybody else be like acting like the older brother wrong. I kind of feel like I see where the older brother coming from, but the older brother might not have been mad, because he asked the servants like, what's going on? He didn't even know what was going on. Like, what's going on here? And he was like, well, your brother returned home and they killed the fattest cow for him. I would have killed the fattest cow too. I'm not joking. If my sister returned home and it's time for us to celebrate, I'm about to have a party. And so it's so amazing to me how y'all just look at this story and you see anger or something like that because he asked the question. I don't think the older brother was mad, because after that the parable ends. Like, you don't give any kind of like the brother was upset, he threw ratchets, he burned down the house and nothing. He just was like, okay, but I wanted some of that food too. I want the fattest cow for myself. You see what I'm saying? It's like almost like he drank my Mountain Dew. That's all he really saying. It's like, would he really be angry about that, especially if he stayed home with his father? It's like some people, it's like the way that we see it is just kind of like, why would I feel that way? You see what I'm talking about? So it's like, instead of y'all just actually looking at it from y'all own point of view, you just take the point of view like, this man was so mad because of what he did. And it's like, well, he decided to stay home. You see what I'm saying? And if he gained fortune, he had time to travel. So that's the other thing, like, and that's how we feel too sometimes. It's like, the women that actually come after me be like some women that act like they holier than thou. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even your brother. I'm not your sister either. So y'all will be acting like because I traveled a lot or because I had these life experiences that it's wrong that I had them. And I'm not supposed to talk about it. But y'all sit at home with y'all parents and try to go to church every Sunday and look for a man and all this different stuff. And I feel like you're wrong for that. Because you're not really showing the evil within yourself. Because a lot of y'all evil. You will hold me back from having a life because you never had a life. I didn't choose to stay here. I chose to travel. So it's like, if you didn't make the same decision, then I don't understand what you're upset about. You made a decision to sit in your mom and daddy face and act like you was an angel, when they know you was the real hoe on the street. It's like, what do you want me to do? Lie to you for the rest of your life? I'm not here to do that. If I went somewhere and had a good time, what's wrong with me sitting back telling the story? I'm a storyteller after all. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, what is it? Why would he be upset? And that's something that somebody that's upset with me would have to explain, because I haven't been out here with no prostitutes or nothing like that. I went out here spending my money and lollygagging and nothing. I was somewhere taking care of business every fucking time. So it's just amazing to me how y'all feel like y'all have that type of control or power over my life in some kind of way, like where you have to come and be in my face about it. And I was just like, that just don't make sense to me. Like, it made no sense to me when I read it. Like, what was wrong with him just saying, well, I want to eat that for myself, and just going to go eat it too? You see what I'm talking about? Like, why I gotta get upset because you drank the soda? If I offered you the soda and you drank it, that's cool. If I offered you the soda, you came back and got it and drank it, and it was still there, and that's cool too. But if somebody that you love returns home, offer it, give it, and have a celebration. Instead, y'all like to like just break it down. Like, you gotta be upset for what? It's like every time y'all do something, it's from anger, and God is not of anger. You want to tell somebody, go read the Bible, go pray, and every time you want them to pray, it's so because you angry with them, because you jealous, because you envious, and that don't make sense to me. It don't make sense at all. If you really did what you said you were doing, you wouldn't have time to do it. I don't have time to be jealous, envious, or anything. Today I heard these two women going back and forth, right? So the first woman say, yeah, I got my car. Look, the other lady don't got a car. She got to get on the bus. This woman car is a hootie, y'all. I'm talking about for real. My hootie rolling, tailpipe dragging, heat don't work. Man, her kids keep nagging. They grown till they nag. And I was like, you know what? I had a pickup truck, 96 Ram. I cried when they took it from me. I cried. I was crying while they was loading it on the thing because it was my down payment for my new Prius, right? I was like, that is so dope, right? I was like, I done been in both those situations where, because she said, well, listen to what I'm about to tell you. So the lady say, I wouldn't have bought a cash car. My friend told me to buy a new car. That woman said, well, that's all the money I had in that car be rolling out. That's how my truck was, y'all. My truck is, I'm telling you, whoever took that truck is still driving that truck. I'm not joking. If I could have just took the time to fix the windows, I was going to do it myself. I was like, nah, just get rid of it. The air conditioning didn't work. I can't do all that. I can fix some of it. I can't fix everything. So I'm just like, okay, I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of it. I wish I would have kept it as a project so I could go ahead and fix it myself. I'm talking about I would have really fixed it because I don't have ass nothing. I ain't got to make up no contraptions. I ain't got a nigga rig, nothing I can fix. So what I'm saying is, like, the lady just sat there and was like, she started feeling some type of way about it because she started explaining, like, and she was getting upset, like, nah, that's all I had. I ain't had to do nothing but change the tires on that car. I know it looked bad, but for real, it's wrong. And I'm like, man, depending on the year of the car, it could still have a good engine and everything in it because they started, like, around, like, 96, they stopped trying to make good engines and stuff. They was trying to, like, really keep up with the Japanese companies and all this stuff, right? You gotta look at the history of the automobile. So look, then the other lady say, look, the one that got the car, she gonna sit down at the table, the woman got these holes in her jeans, she gonna say, I'm talking about both of them trying to make each other feel insecure about something. They don't even have to talk to each other in the morning. I wish they would just shut the fuck up. The other lady sit down and say, you gonna wear them jeans today? I say, it's going to be warm today. It's going to be like 50-some degrees. Look, I'm still getting in the middle of it, trying to make them really see the positive side of both of what they talking about. You see what I'm talking about? I want them to come out on the positive side. Lady say, you going to wear them jeans? You sure you ain't going to be cold? You ain't going to put nothing on? That lady looks so cute in the jeans, y'all. I'm talking about she busted. She tall with the long legs. You see what I'm saying? She don't need no jeans under them pants. She look cute. It wasn't, a bad look or anything. You see what I'm saying? So I'm like, they still gonna sit at the table and go at it. Like it's like a tit for tat. Tat for tit. You should never open your fucking mouth if you can't take the fucking comments. You see what I'm talking about? And it's like, it's sad because that's the type of situation y'all be wanna be. When I first got there, that lady tried me, the one with the car. Talking about, well, they got custody of your son. I cussed that bitch out from head to motherfucking toe. I told that bitch, don't you ever talk to me another motherfucking thing in this motherfucking house. Do y'all know the next morning she woke up and said good morning? And that's all you gonna motherfucking say. And good night too, bitch. Because that's it. I say, because the shit you saying don't make not one motherfucking word of sense. I said, you ain't gonna sit here and tell me that I'm gonna believe it either like I'm retarded. I said, I'll beat your ass. Look, y'all, I'm holding the fucking hanger in her fucking face. I'm not fucking playing. That bitch would have thought I was fucking silly from the goddamn color purple. I'm not playing with no hoe. You see what I'm saying? So now tonight I know it's going to be another tit for tat because she ain't cuss her ass out. You understand what I'm talking about? So it's like really, I'm talking about really look at the fucking story. It's a parable. The moral of the story is just welcome him home. That's all they saying. They ain't saying nothing else. Be mad at him about nothing. Tell him off nothing. You see what I'm talking about? Because he didn't come back with no mess in his heart. He came back and told him the truth like, man, I was out there doing everything. And I'm hungry and a motherfucker. His daddy say, well, let's have a party. That's it. That's the party. That's it. It wasn't no extra nothing. And I'm talking about the way they preaching, you would think that they done came and ripped his soul out of his body. It's not true. And as people, I'm so serious. This is the other point I'm trying to tell y'all. That's what my parable is. It ain't no tit for tat. Maybe you need to shut the fuck up sometime. Maybe your comment don't need to be made. Maybe that person's situation that they in is the best thing for them for that moment right there. Because people don't want to explain to you about something that's ugly and difficult and all this different stuff. One day the girl woke up talking about, don't alopecia have something to do with cancer? I cussed her ass out too. You see what I'm saying? Because in their house, that's all they want to do is act like. That's why I don't like to be around women. I'm so serious. It's like some shit just don't need to be said. I told that lady to have a life of health and longevity. After I told that bitch she gonna shut that shit up in that motherfucking house. I say, you a fucking evil spirit. Every fucking time you open your mouth, you gonna ask somebody if they gonna have cancer. Alopecia and cancer are not the same goddamn thing. They don't even coexist with each other. These women in here, y'all, they losing their hair and everything. And you got the nerve to make comments like that, like something is fucking wrong with you. You see what I'm saying? How about y'all start shutting that shit up? I'm telling y'all right now, y'all have to shut that shit down. Y'all speak negativity into everybody's life. And you do the same thing with the Bible. Everything y'all look at in the Bible, y'all feel like it's got to be some negative outcome. And it wasn't. That's why he's telling the story. Just welcome them home. That's it. Y'all don't have to do all that other shit. Don't nobody want to hear your fucking your left behind ass story. You decided to do that. Ain't nobody make you do it. You decided to do it. Y'all actually have to make me sit here after you decided to stay here your fucking self. It don't make sense to me. That's why that story don't make sense to make it into something negative when it really is just something positive. He get to run in the house and see his brother and share a fat cow with his brother and his father. That's the whole moral to the story. Anyway, that's it again. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just giving the show because that's the part I just saw my notes and I was like, okay, you're supposed to talk about the Prodigal Son. Anyway, that's it. Have a good day. It's Shante Brown Sugar Talk on the Black Unicorn is telling you, welcome home, man. I'm serious. Don't nobody want to be like, yeah, the Bible is not a negative place. It's like y'all take it as a negative paradise. Like every time you read, you got to be slapped on your hand, and ain't nobody trying to slap you nowhere. Most of us don't even give a fuck about you. Live your fucking life and leave people the fuck alone. And shut the fuck up sometime. Have a good day.